Sherman Byers led Pitt to the national championship after 4 years of being a head coach, then went on to become the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons in the NFL, where he failed miserably, losing by a lot to several teams, a lot of embarrassing blowouts, and he decided to quit, much like other college coaches have done in the past. I'm thinking about Urban Meyer, of course, who Sherman Byers is modeled after. And so he decided to retire from the league, not just because of the Falcons failing, but also because Oklahoma came calling. Oklahoma wanted the services of Sherman Byers, and despite all those guys transferring out of Oklahoma, they got Birch at quarterback, they got Hector at running back, Tercero, Adams, Okoro, Wakefield at tight end, a decent amount of skilled position players. Their offensive line is looking good. A lot of guys in the 90s. Center's an 84 overall, but he's a sophomore. Room to grow. The right side of the line is looking pretty tight. You got Moultrie. You got Ruber. You got Gage and Waller in the front four. You got Stites. You got Colombo. Cons as the linebackers. Koch, Capers, Mancuso in the secondary. Checking out the schedule: Tulsa, FCS East, and at Nebraska to start things off. And then you got Vanderbilt, Florida, Mississippi State, Texas, USC, Kentucky, and Arkansas, and then Texas A&M and Georgia. So, your typical tough SEC schedule, but also some difficult out-of-conference games. USC in the middle of the schedule is kind of interesting to have that happen. And then they, of course, have Nebraska, their old-time rivals back in the Big 12 days, back in the Big 8 days. Let's get started with Oklahoma City. The past is the past. The NFL is in the past. Pitt, Akron. It's time to start fresh with Oklahoma. Here's Hector getting a first down. And now it's 3rd and 2. Birch with the touchdown pass to put Oklahoma up 7-3. Birch hands it off to Hector, who gets a first down. Hector with another handoff with the moves, getting across midfield. Here's Birch with the pass to Hector. Hector getting heavily involved thus far. It's the second quarter. And now we have the tight end, Wakefield, with the reception there, making it 1st and goal. Hector getting the touchdown run. Now it's 14-10 in the second half. Birch with the screen, and his receiver gets the first down. Birch, the handoff to Hector, has room to run, make some moves to get extra yards. Can we get the field goal? That's not looking very good. I'm very bad at field goals still. Some things never change. Here is Birch with the screen to his receiver, who is going to go all the way for a touchdown. And I have it written down here. Okoro with the big touchdown. 21-10 in the fourth quarter. And Oklahoma is still looking to score. How about a pass? A touchdown. Looks like Kai Battles, if I'm not mistaken, with the touchdown catch here. 28-17. How about Okoro with yet another touchdown? Oklahoma running up the score in the fourth quarter. And the final score will be 35-24. They beat Tulsa. And let's see the stats here. Birch with 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not great, but 4 touchdowns. 129 yards rushing for Hector. Okoro had over 100 yards receiving. And now we move on to the FCS East. They, I don't know what their team name is, but they are going to have a tough time against Oklahoma, I would think. Here's a pass to Hector, who gets the first down. Now Birch rolling out. Could have hit his receiver there, but decides to get a first down instead on the ground. Birch handing it off to the backup, Cush, who gets the touchdown. 7-zip Oklahoma. Birch passing it to his receiver there for the first down. 2nd and 7. And we got Birch rolling out, running into the end zone, making it 14-0. Birch to his tight end. First down. 2nd and 2. Fakes the handoff, then throws it to Hector. Gets past the 40. Doing a stick play here. Birch waiting, getting it to his receiver. That would be Tesoro. First down. 2nd and 1 now, and we got a touchdown pass in the end zone. 21-0. Now they're in the back of their own end zone, and oh my God, that was really stupid. I don't know what that was all about. Now it's 21-9. Hector gets the pass to him and gets a big gain, and then you got Cush with the first down. It's fourth quarter. It's only 21-9 against FCS East. That's not great. But we got a first down by Okoro right there. And now here is Hector with a touchdown. 28-9. Not the blowout you would have thought. You know, looks like it's taken a while for Sherman Byers to, really implement his offensive strategies with Oklahoma or whatever. That's my excuse. Yeah. It's a new coach, new team for him. They're still working on the chemistry. Let's just say that. And now they have to go to Nebraska, a tough road game against a Big Ten team that was a rival of Oklahoma's back in the Big. I already said that. I already said all that. But let's get into some highlights of this matchup, of this classic rivalry. And we got Nebraska's quarterback getting a first down through the air. This would be Jarwin. Jarwin getting the first down on the ground. Fakes the handoff. Jarwin rolls out, gets sacked by a couple of Oklahoma Sooners. Fumbles it, but Nebraska recovers. 3rd and 1, Oklahoma ball. We got Birch to Hector. Gets the first down. 2nd and 3. Birch to his tight end, Wakefield. 3rd and 5. Hector going nowhere. Can we get the field goal this time? I let the CPU do this for me because you'd think it'd get better, but yeah, I can't leave things up to chance, or leave things up to myself, I should say. Jarwin with the first down there, the throw to Alonzo as receiver. Now here's Jarwin in shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws it to his receiver in stride. That would be Hollis, actually, his tight end. Now here's Jarwin with the throw to Paxson. Now it's 1st and goal at the 1. Jarwin, the handoff to Dar, his running back, for the touchdown. 7-3. Nebraska has the ball again near the end of the first, and Jarwin throws a pick, giving Oklahoma the ball back. Now, still in the first quarter, here's Birch. Sack! Fumble! Somebody get the damn ball! It's going to be a Nebraska lineman, and he's going to go and get the scoop and score, making it 17-3. Here's Hector with the first down. And now 5 minutes left to go in the first half. They got to score here. Cush with the push. 1st and goal at the 2, and then the tight end finishes the job. Now it's 17-10. 1-score game. Running back Dar doesn't go very far for Nebraska. So Oklahoma gets the ball back. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. And we got an interception. Maybe not the wisest throw. Now Nebraska, 4th and goal, with 34 seconds left to go in the first half. They will get the field goal, making it 20-10. But 5 minutes left to go in the third, and Cush will get the touchdown. making it 20-17. Jarwin rolling out, evades the defender, gets a big gain. Now it's 2nd and 1, 35-yard line. The fake handoff. The touchdown! Jarwin to his receiver, Breeze, 27-17. Here's Jarwin again, handing it off to Dar this time, who's going to get a big gain and more. Dar is going to go all the way for a touchdown, 34-17. Uh-oh. Oklahoma is in trouble, down 17. And that is a big gain, a big catch to not to Cerro. Okoro with a touchdown catch. And it looks like the penalty is on Nebraska defense. So this will stay, this touchdown. So it's 34-24 now. Jarwin, though, with the big pass and catch. And the touchdown run by Alonzo. Making it 41-24. So Oklahoma having a tough time stopping Nebraska. But hey, check this out. Adams with the big touchdown catch and run, making it 41-31. But can they stop Nebraska? No, they freaking can't. What is that, their tight end? Jesus Christ. No, that's their wide receiver, Paxson. Big guy, running really fast. 48-31. But Oklahoma's not giving up. Maybe they should. After that interception by Birch, things aren't looking great for OU. They will lose, actually. 48-38 is final score. And Oklahoma, kind of shaky those first two games. And then they lose to Nebraska. So things are off to a rough start for David Birch, the quarterback, and, of course, Sherman Byers, the head coach of Oklahoma. You can see Jarwin had 3 touchdowns and a pick. Dar had 2 touchdown runs. Nebraska, their offense exploded to 48 points, and Oklahoma could barely keep up, which is never good. Never good if you're trying to win. Here's Oklahoma. Here's David Birch against Vanderbilt. He's going to run, get out of bounds. First down, 3rd and 4 now, actually. And Birch to his receiver there. The touchdown. That's Okoro. Okoro getting on a lot of action here early in the season. 3rd and 21 now. I should note this is the first SEC matchup for Sherman Byers. In-conference SEC matchup. Here is a run by Hector for the first down. It's 4th and 5, but they are going for it. And it proves to be the smart decision as they get the first down. 2nd and 10. The tight end gets the catch. Wakefield gets some extra yards there. First down. Birch with the touchdown throw to his receiver, or tight end, making it 14-0. How about a first down conversion there? But now it's 2nd and 6, 14-3. I don't know what that was all about. And Hector gets a first down, 2nd and goal. Fullback punches it in for the touchdown. Offense starting to finally look like something. 2 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, and Hector with another touchdown. And I would assume that's it. 28-3 is the final score. Oklahoma trounces Vanderbilt, and things are looking a little better for Oklahoma after that big win. 203 yards on the ground for Hector. Wakefield had a touchdown. Okoro had a touchdown. Adams had 86 yards through the air. And we are keeping things rolling. We'll look at stats. We'll look at standings at some point, but we want to keep things rolling. We're in Florida. Big game, big away game, big road SEC game. But Birch to Adams with the first down early in the first. Birch rolling out on 3rd down, gets the conversion. Now it's 3rd and 10. Birch to his receiver for the first down. 2nd and goal. And the fullback will get touchdown. 7-3. Birch is going to run it and get the first down. Now here's Birch, 2nd and goal. Another fullback run. Another fullback punch in for the touchdown. 14-3. Oklahoma with the ball back in the second quarter. Here's a big throw. Interception. Underthrew his receiver. He thought his man had him beat, but he didn't. So now it's 14-6. Oklahoma has the ball back in the second half. There's a first down there. 3rd and 7. Another first down for Oklahoma through the air. Birch is going to run and convert the second down. Second down conversion. I guess that's, whatever. 3rd and 17. A big sack there. And so that drive didn't really end up going anywhere after that. 17-6, now 24-6 after that touchdown run. 3rd and 2. Birch with the handoff to Hector. And Hector is going to get a big gain. 2nd and goal. This will pretty much seal things. How about a pitch? How about an option? An option run. Hector with the touchdown. 31-13, a big win on the road against Florida. And that's not an easy place to play, And but they got the win, and they got it with ease. They made it look pretty easy. So good for them. 119 rushing yards for Hector and a touchdown. Cush had 19 yards on the ground as well. And let's see, Okoro had 32 yards receiving. Birch had that one pick. He didn't really do much, 132 passing yards, but they got the win. That's the important part. Now we're moving on to Mississippi State on the road again with those bells, the cowbells. But here's Hector with a big run on 2nd and 3, gets the first down. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And Birch will get the touchdown pass to his receiver, Okoro. Okoro getting a lot of touchdown catches, it seems like. And now here's Birch to Adams. Adams is fast. Gets a huge gain, crosses midfield. 3rd and 3. 2nd quarter. Hector with the first down. About a field goal attempt. Can I get this one, please? It's good. I actually got it. 10-0. 2nd and 10. Bad throw. I know. You don't have to say anything. It was just bad. Why did I throw it there? I don't know. I just don't know. Birch, though, gets this first down later in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 8, 22-yard line. Hector gets a big gain on the ground. 3rd and 1. The fullback can't convert, and he fumbles. So time for another field goal. Can I get this one? Oh my God. See, I don't understand that though. I don't understand how that was a miss. 10-7 now is the score. 3rd and 5. You got a screen to Cush. 2nd and 4. Hector with a big gain on the ground. We're in the 3rd quarter. Still 10-7. And we got Hector getting another first down. Get another big gain. Chunks of yards. And now Birch is going to run it in for a touchdown. 17-7. 3rd and 2 in the 4th. Just under 5 minutes left to go, and Cush is going to get a big gain. Birch, 32-yard line, hands it off to Hector, who can run all the way for the touchdown. And that'll do it. 24-14 would be the final score. Oklahoma goes to Mississippi State, wins the game, 26 passing yards. So yeah, Oklahoma not really running the ball that much, or passing the ball. They are running the ball a lot. 36 attempts for Hector, 256 rushing yards. They're doing it all on the ground, folks. If it works, it works. But yeah, as far as the air game, not much there. Not much going on there. Oklahoma, as far as their recruiting class is concerned, not seeing them. Where are they at? Where is Oklahoma? 36 so far. Only got 4 recruits. We're several weeks into the season. Things are slow. Things are going slow in that regard. Here's the top 25. Oklahoma not quite cracking this list. They had that loss to Nebraska. But yeah, they're not here. So they got a ways to go, and they got a big game coming up against the Texas Longhorns, of course, the Red River Shootout, and at the Cotton Bowl. So yeah, we're gonna get a taste of this rivalry for the first time. We'll see who wins the trophy in a few minutes. We'll see how the game went. Let's do it. We got Texas getting a first down on the ground. And now Texas, the Longhorns, their quarterback with a nice throw. That quarterback is Pede. Pede is his name. And Pede will throw an interception in the end zone, which is not great for Texas, but great for Oklahoma. Here's a little throw and catch to Okoro by Birch. We're in the second quarter, and Hector gets the screen and the first down. Birch in shotgun with the handoff to Cush. Gets to the 35. 4th and 1. The fullback gets the first down. Birch, 1st and 10 at the 20. How about Okoro again? Another big gain through the air. Birch to Josh Landry, their 3rd string running back, getting the touchdown there. Now here is Texas with the first down there. Pete throwing it to his receiver for the first down. Pede is going to try to roll out, get sacked. Texas has no choice but to attempt a field goal, and it's good. 7-3 late in the third quarter. Very low scoring game. Pede fakes the handoff and throws it to his receiver for a first down. Now Pede to, get this, James Awesome. That's his name. I am not making this up. We all know by now, CFB25 is a lot of goofy names. James Awesome gets the touchdown. But you know what's awesome? This first down run for Hector. Now we got Birch to his tight end, Wakefield. First down. 3rd and 8, midfield. Can Oklahoma come back in this game? How about maybe after that big catch by the Oklahoma receiver? Now here is Hector getting 8 yards on the ground. Birch throws it to Wakefield, and he's going to get a touchdown, making it 14-10, 3rd and 14. Pede throws a pick, and that might do it. We'll see. 2-minute warning, 3rd and 1. Fullback gets the first down. 3rd and inches, 1:50 left. Texas has no more timeouts left. Fullback gets the first down, and that'll do it. 14-10, Oklahoma wins the big rivalry game at the Cotton Bowl. The Red River Shootout wasn't really a shootout at all. 101 rushing yards for Hector, 48 for Cush. Landry had that touchdown. Looks like all the running backs pretty much got involved in this game, which is fun to see. Even Keener, the fullback. Wakefield had 6 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. The tight end getting a lot of attention in this game. Checking out Texas. Yeah, Tyler Pede with three picks. The running game wasn't doing very much. There's James Awesome. James Awesome with 85 yards receiving and a touchdown catch. James Awesome. That's quite the name. And here's the conference standings. My voice shook there. I don't know what that was all about. So Oklahoma undefeated in the conference. Got South Carolina beneath them. Ole Miss. Doesn't look quite right. Why is Texas above Ole Miss? 2-1. I don't know. 12 touchdowns, 8 INTs for Birch. Hector already over 1,000 yards rushing, which is pretty crazy. We're not that far into the season. Only 7 games. Into the season. They have 1,000 yards. Checking out. Look, way ahead of anybody else in the rushing category. Do we have any guys here? Where's our guys? I'm not seeing our guys. Going way down the list. I guess we haven't really been passing it that often. You know who we should check, though? Let's check my old friends at Pitt. No? Is that no? What am I going to do here? Okay. Okoro, I thought I was going to do that. I guess I'm not. Okoro has 5 touchdown catches, 416 receiving yards, 43 receptions. So, you know, it's nice, but, you know, not top of the stats nice, I guess. Let's move on to some more games, shall we? We got USC coming to Gaylord, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. Trojans versus the Sooners. Here's the USC quarterback getting sacked. That quarterback's name would be Carden. Now it's 2nd and 3 for Oklahoma. Birch hands it up to Hector for the touchdown, making it 7-0. Here's Carden. Carden hands it off to his running back, who gets nowhere there. So back to Oklahoma offense, and we got Okoro with the catch and stride, gets the first down. 2nd and 11, still the first quarter. Birch dropping way back, throws it to 88. That would be god damn it, I wish I can remember these. That'd be Tessero. Okay, Kush with the first down there. I keep looking at my list. I'm hoping I can remember these eventually, but it's kind of hard. I don't know why. Hector gets a catch there, 3rd and 2, 4th and 3. Can we get the field goal? Can we get it? Can we get it? Yes, we can. So there, you know, maybe I'm getting better. 17-0, and whoa! Big time sack and fumble. And Oklahoma gets the ball back. USC can't quite keep up with us. And we got a big catch there by Okoro. Still second quarter. Wakefield with the first down. Here is Birch at shotgun. Oh, throwing a pick. Bad choice there. Some bad picks by Birch. 4th and 4. Another pick. Yeah, that was not good. And this might go all the way, which gotta love that. And by love it, I mean hate it. Neely with the pick 6, 17-7. Can USC capitalize on that? Not looking good so far. Big sack there. 3rd and 9. And we got Carden with the throw to his receiver. Sorry, that was a weird noise. That would be Mark Cordes. Mark Cordes with the touchdown. 17-14. Is it time to panic? Kush says not quite yet. It's the 4th quarter though. So Oklahoma, they got to try and put this team away. Nice moves there by Josh Landry after getting the catch and the first down. 3rd and 3, and we got Kush getting the first down. 6 minutes left to go now. 2nd and 17, and god damn it, dude, what am I doing? What am I doing? Another pick, but USC does nothing, so Oklahoma gets the ball back. Kush. Just run the ball, right? Just run the damn ball. We're not going to run the ball. But that's okay. So Okoro gets the catch there. First down. 2nd and 9. Here is Kush. A nice run through the middle. And that's it. 17-14 with the final score. Oklahoma does not score in the second half, and they throw a couple of picks. Birch with 3 picks. But both running backs, Kush and Hector, had over 120 yards rushing. That is something else. Tessera had that 1 touchdown catch, 42 yards for Okoro. Hector, the running back, had 5 catches, 54 yards. That's pretty nice. You can see Mark Cordes had that touchdown catch for USC. Larry Harris did nothing on the ground, and Carden did what he did. Now we're watching Oklahoma versus Kentucky. Hector getting a first down. 1st and goal up to 4. Birch with the throw and catch to Adams for a touchdown. Birch throwing it to Okoro, who fights for some extra yards at the first down. Here's Birch rolling out and running and getting a first down and some extra yards after that. Here's Birch. The throw to Okoro, his favorite receiver, seemingly. 2nd and 3. The handoff to Hector, who runs up the gut for a first down. 2nd and 5. Birch to his tight end Wakefield, making it 2nd and goal now. And we got Cush with the push for the touchdown. 14-3. Birch with the throw, the catch by probably Okoro. Now here's a first down by Hector. 2nd and 7 at the 9. Birch running right up the middle, getting a touchdown on the ground, doing it himself. 21-3, still 2nd quarter. This might, yeah, I don't know why we did that. I always think I can, like, oh my god, that was almost a pick 6 too. I'm always like, let me try and get something extra before half, and then it always ends up being a pick. Always. It's never a good idea. 21-10 now is the score, 3rd quarter. Birch to Adams with the first down. Now here's Birch handing it off to Hector. Alright, you want to know why I've been running it so much? Because I found, and you see Birch throwing it, can't quite get that touchdown. Now here's a field goal attempt. Come on. Come on. The arrow was pointed the right way. But Hector later on in the 4th quarter gets a touchdown there. 28-16. Yeah, I decided, because, so Oklahoma has an air raid playbook. But I found, while using Oklahoma, that if you spread out the receivers, if you have 4 receivers, right, spread out, and as you see, Oklahoma right now is currently they're projected to be in the playoff if the playoffs were to start today. But look at Birch's numbers: 14 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So yeah, a lot of running because I've discovered that I can have a lot of success on the ground by spreading out the receivers and running it up the middle with some inside zones and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, this is my first time using the air raid playbook, and I got a little, I don't know, it took some time to get used to it, and I threw a lot of picks. But also, I threw a lot of picks with Akron, with Pitt, I think too. So I really have. Maybe I'm just bad at being quarterback. Cush with a touchdown there. Arkansas is the team that Oklahoma's facing right now. The Razorbacks. Hector gets the screen. I like my screens. First down there. Sometimes they don't work, but when they do, I'm happy. I should have thrown it to the tight end there. I don't know what I was thinking. 7-7 now is the score, and Hector's going to get a first down. Trying to get 2,000 yards for the season for Hector. That'd be fun to do. Hector won yet again. The first down. Now here's Cush. Cush. I think the fans would say that. I think. Here is Okoro. First down, 2nd and goal. 3, and Hector gets a touchdown. Ball crosses the plane. 14-7, 2nd and 6. And we got a first down there. Wakefield with the catch. Birch. Drop back to pass. Uh-oh. That's never a good idea. Throwing it into double coverage is never a good idea. And yeah. I do think... I don't know, guys. I'm not going to make any excuses for myself. Adams with the catch there. It's 14-7 in the 3rd quarter. We got Hector. I can run the ball. I can at least run the ball. Passing the ball, you know, it is what it is. Cush, touchdown, 21-7. Yeah. You know, it's you know what it is? I think it's like sometimes I just want to just fucking throw it. You know, like deep. I should have thrown it to square there. I don't know what I was thinking, but I still got the touchdown. Birch gets it with his legs. Hector with the first down there. Yeah, sometimes I just want to like flick it way downfield, and it costs me more often than not. Here's Birch with another touchdown run. And 35-14, 42-21 will be the final score. You can see Oklahoma 18th, ranked 18th in the nation. We'll see if that sticks. But Birch, yeah, not really doing much through the air. Once again, Hector and Cush had some big days on the ground, and even Birch had 2 touchdowns. But yeah, the passing game isn't quite gelling, but we are more than making up for that with the running games. That's nice to see. You see Mesco, Arkansas quarterback, had 2 touchdown passes. How's the recruiting class? How's that shaping up? We are now ranked 29. We got 8 4-star guys, so we're moving along. Okay, we're doing okay. Texas A&M, that's the team. Oklahoma's now playing. They're hosting Texas A&M, 3rd and 10, and the Texas A&M quarterback gets the throw there to his receiver for a first down. And that's Mota. Mota is the quarterback, gets another first down. Mota to his running back. I think that's Josh Peters, if not mistaken. Actually, I don't think it is. But their running back scores touchdown. So it's 7-0. There's a first down there for Oklahoma. And now we have Tesoro with the catch and first down. Second and 7. And Birch throws a pick. Just goes behind the receiver. Not great. Not a great start to the game. Mota to his probably tight end there. Now here's Mota with the throw to his receiver, who will go all the way. That's Body. Gabe Body. What a name. I like that better than James Awesome. Mr. Body. And here is Adams with the big touchdown run. Touchdown catch and run for Oklahoma. Now it's 14-7. And we got Tesoro. Tesoro with the catch there for first down. 3rd and 4. Big toss and grab by Wakefield. And now Okoro with the first down. Birch throwing it to Tesoro for the touchdown. 14-14, still in the first half. And we got a Mota to his receiver, probably Body. Mota to Body. And here's Mota again with the throw to his receiver for the first down. 3rd and goal. And Mota, the screen, the run. 4th and goal, though. They're going to kick it. They're going to kick a field goal here. Making it, a miss. Making it a miss. They missed the field goal. That looked like a chip shot, a gimme. But did not work out that way. Cush with a big run up the middle. Yeah, the run game is pretty great. Pretty great. Adams, first down at the 20. 41 seconds up. 4th and inches. How about that fullback run? It's undefeated. 2nd and goal. And Hector gets a touchdown, making it 21-14. Still the second quarter. And we have Gabe Body with a huge touchdown catch and run, tying the game back up. Finally, we are in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 9, and Mota gets sacked. Oklahoma ball now. 1st and 10 at the 14 in the red zone. And Hector is going to run up the middle, fight for some extra yards, making it 2nd and inches. Here's the handoff to Hector again. Finds the hole, but can't quite get that touchdown. Now Cush is in. Can Cush finish the job? Yes, he can. 28-21. Here's Mota rolling out. Sidearms it to his receiver for a first down. 2nd and 7. The running back is gonna get a big gain. And they're gonna kick a field goal, 28-24. And 3rd and 5 now. Birch drops back to pass. Ooh, risky throw, but Cicero catches it. 1st and 10. And we got Hector, the first down. Here's Birch again with the handoff to Hector, who coughs it up. Or as Chris Berman would say, whop! I can't do it. Can't do it as good as he can. Wide receiver screen. Doesn't get much, so the Aggies punt. And now we have Cush with the first down. 2nd and 9. Hector with the first down run. 94 yards on the ground so far. 3rd and 7. Birch to Coro. First down. He just loves his slot receivers. He's a big slot. Hector fumbles again. Whop! 3rd and 9. Can the Aggies capitalize? Whoa, Mota! Nada there. Here is Birch getting the first down. 1st and 10. We're going to kneel it because Oklahoma has done it. They have defeated the Aggies. That was a top 10 matchup. I should have said that at the forefront, but I didn't. Birch had over 300 yards passing. The passing, 22 for 26. Pretty solid. 99 yards for Hector, 78 yards for Cush. Yeah, some big stuff there. Adams, 109 yards receiving, thanks in large part to that 70-yard touchdown run. Cicero had 3 catches, 44 receiving yards, and a touchdown. And you can see it. Gabe Body with 2 catches, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Isaac Mota is the quarterback. We are watching them play Georgia now. Oklahoma versus Georgia. It's 3rd and 5. And we got Wakefield with a first down. Here's Birch. Handed off to Hector. Gets the first down. 2nd and 1. Birch with the throw to Cicero. To Cicero. Bit of a tongue twister. And now here is a nice throw to, I believe that's Wakefield for the touchdown. 7-0. How about another touchdown? This time on the ground. Landry, the 3rd string running back. So it's 14-0 now. 3rd and 5 in the 2nd quarter. The throw to Okoro. The catch, the first down. Pass midfield. Birch to the tight end. He gets a first down. Birch! Big throw, big catch, Cicero. Touchdown, Sooners. Making the score 21-0. They are putting the Bulldogs to sleep. Yeah, but that's an interception. That wasn't good. So that wasn't good, and that led to a Georgia Bulldogs touchdown. 2nd and 20. And Birch wants it all. Gets a lot. Adams, the huge catch. 3rd and 1, red zone, and Adams finishes the job, gets the touchdown. 38-24, Oklahoma takes care of Georgia pretty easily, and they are now ranked 5th in the nation. I mean, they were going into this game. 105 yards rushing for Joe Hector. I wonder what his season stats are at this point, because he really crushed it. Wakefield with 75 yards and a touchdown. George Adams with 64 yards and a touchdown. Cicero with 34 to touch. So yeah, some nice numbers there. Didn't really see Georgia. I think I skipped their offense. I think I was on a time crunch. Batonio, 85 yards. So Oklahoma looking like they might get a bye as long as they, win their conference. Birch, the numbers aren't that great. 19 touchdowns, 15 INTs. Not too great there. 6-7% completion percentage though. And Hector, I don't think he's going to get 2,000 yards rushing, but he's over 1,600 is nothing to sneeze at. You can see he spreads the field a lot. Okoro has 70 catches for 632 yards. Adams with 642 yards. Big time yards after catch kind of guy. And now Oklahoma, look at this. They're ranked 14th now. So their recruiting class is on the up and up. So, yep, SEC championship game is going to start the next video. The Oklahoma Sooners will have to face the Alabama Crimson Tide in the SEC championship game. That'll start the next video. We will see the rest of this season and a little bit of year 2 with Oklahoma in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I am Dynasty Sports Gamer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time with the SEC championship game. You don't want to miss it.